Okay, well, obviously, Notre Dame's got a heck of a football program, got a heck of a football team. They won tonight, deserved to win. I thought we came out and played hard. I thought our kids battled. We made a bunch of plays early on defense. I thought we made some plays on offense in the second half. I thought both those young quarterbacks competed hard. I thought our team competed hard. Our goal was to come in here, be physical, be tough, be relentless. As a coaching staff, we made our mind up that we were going to lead this team very competitively. Everyone was going to have a lot of energy, a lot of juice, and we were all going to fight for a win in this arena here at Fenway. And I thought we did that. We missed some opportunities early, but as I told our team, when you're competing at the level that you're competing at, you're going to make some plays, you're going to miss some plays. We can't worry about the ones we miss. We're going to be aggressive in everything we did, and that's what we did tonight. Proud of the way our team played, and fought, and I thought that you could see the makings of where we're heading in the future. And I'm excited for the development of our football team. Thought the venue tonight, thought the game tonight was an exciting game, and the kind of game that you want to play in. So, any questions?
Steve, coming in, was it in your mind that you were going to have Jeff Smith go out there, or was that kind of as the game developed?
No, we wanted to play Jeff. We had planned on doing that. You know, we didn't know how much and exactly when that was going to be, but we wanted to get him in the game. Jeff worked real hard. Jeff got hurt down at Louisville. John came in. Both these young guys are battling like crazy. Troy, they all are. And Jeff had a great week of practice and deserved to be on that football field. And, you know, he's an explosive guy. And he created a couple of great explosives in the game, just like John battled early and did some things. I mean, you're talking about two true freshman quarterbacks right now that just got here. And I think the job they did tonight was remarkable against the quality opponent that we played against, and I'm excited about the future with these guys. You know, and got a chance of both of them to be in a big stage like that. You know, that's our third top 10 team we've played this year. So these are valuable experiences that are going to come back to us.
Did you see something on the tape of Notre Dame that led you to believe you could probably force some turnovers if you were aggressive that way defensively?
I mean, I just think it's a mindset of the way we're going to play on defense. You know, we're going to play that way on defense. You know, we talked about, just, kind of going after them physically and whacking the ball out and all those things. I mean, it's just the way we want to play. And, just a belief that, those things are going to happen. We wanted to go in and block punts. We wanted to go in and fake a field goal. We wanted to, we just wanted to do everything we could do. And that was our mindset. We went for the fake punt. We weren't able to convert on that, but I thought the defense did a great job of holding them, and then we were being real aggressive on our field goal blocks because we've been real close, and we went after that. We were real aggressive with that, and so I mean that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Our mindset coming to this thing was, as a staff, as a player, as a program, we were gonna be tough and fight, get after it, just get after it, and that's what we did. I don't have any regrets about any of that.
Steve, could you have expected any more out of your defense given the couple of plays, considering the spots they were put in?
Yeah, I mean, I think that without a doubt, responded extremely well and battled and fought and played every snap and just competed. That's our team mentality. That's a team mentality. That's not a one-sided of ball mentality. And in special teams as well. I mean, this team goes hard. We have some more veteran talent for sure on defense right now, and there are some really quality players there that are playing their best football right now. And one of them's sitting right behind you, Justin Simmons. He's playing his best football right now. Steve Addazio is playing his best football right now. Connor Wojak's playing his best. Benny is playing. Those guys are playing their best football right now. They're older guys. They've been through it. They've learned under fire, and great football, but our team is playing extremely hard. I mean, wherever you want to look at it, you know, the young offensive line, the young quarterbacks, young receivers. I mean, you know, Justin would be the first to tell you this is where it's forged for those young players. He's been through this process. He knows that. We spoke about it the other night, and he's come out of this the kind of player that he is right now, getting ready to catapult himself because he was forged as a young player through these experiences.
Steve, when you play a physical game like this against the top 5 team,
Yep.
what does that mean to you for this team going forward, the program going forward?
Well, it's a good question. We addressed it in the locker room. We put a lot of effort into this game, a lot of emotion into this game, a lot of preparation into this game. You say, well, you do for every week. You do for every week, but I mean, a lot for this week. Now we got to go play a rival game against Syracuse next week at the Carrier Dome, and that's a challenge for us right now. That's a challenge, another challenge for a young football team. When 63 of your players are freshmen and sophomores, to get that response back again. It won't be hard for Justin Simmons, but it's going to be hard for some of the young players, and that's another step that we've got to do. So that, you know, that was, I think, part of your question was that. The other part was, again,
Well, I mean, just going up against a top 5 team and being physical with them. And the
well,
way
we've
you
done that. We did that against Clemson. We did that against Florida State. You know, we took out some real injuries against Florida State. That's what set us into this a little bit of a tailspin this season. But, you know, we're used to playing great competition. And especially, we play in the ACC, and we play on the side of the ACC. That's the most competitive. I mean, it's the best defense on that side. There are some of the best defenses in the country. So one thing we're used to is that. And we're used to being a physical team. We're that way every week in practice against ourselves. I mean, so, you know, we're that kind of team. Our depth's a little bit short right now. We took some injuries here tonight, and to the extent of them, I don't know that. That's a byproduct of playing this kind of game. But we got to move forward next week, and we got to get ready to go against a rival game where records aren't going to matter. They're going to throw them out the window, and everybody's going to play like crazy. But we're taking steps. I like where we're headed right now. You know, for those who can't understand that, then they can't understand that. But when you take a young group of guys that we have right now working together and the foundation that we're laying, see, people don't really look. People look a lot at stats and all that. I get that. That's fine. But what you want to look at is real foundation. Physicalness, the toughness, the resiliency, the growth. You want to see all of those things, and it bodes for where you're going to head in the future, you know. And I like where we're headed right now. I don't like where we are in terms of, you know, our wins and our losses right now, but I like where this team will progress and grow to.
Steve,
Colton,
Mike, one more. Do you feel that the Boston precinct of, you know, NCAA football was heard from today in terms of what impact it might have this game, you know, going forward in the landscape of the playoffs? You seem to be kind of exact that kind of flesh out of Notre Dame, but maybe even more than that.
We played a really good football team, and they're a really good football team that knows how to win. And we played them nose to nose. And we played them that way with a very young football team that has had a series of unbelievable disappointments. You know, I heard somewhere on ESPN today while you're waiting around to play this game, they talked about TCU, I think it was, and they listed their injuries. And, I mean, after all, they've lost all these players. And I said, wow, that injury list is a lot smaller than ours. Okay? And so I think that for us to come into the season with 3 wins under our belt, 3-7, to come in here and play the 4th-ranked team in the country the way we played them speaks a lot to who this football team is. We went to Clemson, and we played our tail off against Clemson as well. And then we were battling Florida State as well early on. You know, that was a 7-0 game early on. Ended up being a 14-0 game. But, I mean, we're playing hard and we're playing physical as a team. That's what we do. The execution level of the offense is going to grow. That's going to grow as our quarterbacks grow, as our skill players grow, as our line grows. Those things get better and better and better. You know, when you're into with, you know, with no disrespect, because it's going to be great for our future, but when you're into young guys and you're into where we are right now like that, I mean, you know, one day all these experiences are going to come back. They're going to come back. It's going to happen. And when you play against these caliber of teams, you play against Notre Dame, you play against Clemson, you play against Florida State, you play against these teams, you get better faster You know, not fast enough, but you get better faster because you're playing against who haven't we played? I mean, you played against elite teams. I mean, so you're and then when you compound the fact that against our offense, which is really young right now, against these other defenses, like Virginia Tech did against North Carolina today, or who do you want to talk about on defense right now? I mean, you want to talk about Louisville's defensive front? You want to talk about North Carolina State's defensive front? You want to talk about even where Duke was when we played them? They were the 9th ranked defense in America. So this is going to come back to us. It's exciting. It's heartbreaking. It's frustrating, but it's exciting. And it won't just be, it's not like we're going to be all fixed right away. I mean, we're still going to be a young team, but we're going to get better and better and better. To watch Jeff compete out there, to watch John Fadul compete out there, to watch Thaddeus Smith compete out there, to watch Elijah Robinson compete out there, to watch Mike Walker compete out there, to watch Tom Sweeney compete out there. I'm just rattling off some really young guys that are freshmen or redshirt freshmen. To watch Chris Lindstrom and to watch Aaron Montero and John Baker. Wow. I've been coaching a long time. I haven't seen a list that long of that kind of youth before, but it'll come back.
Colton Lichtenberg.
Colton Lichtenberg came out today. I tell you what, it was 4th and whatever it was, and I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I sat there and I was like, shoot, thought really hard on that. And like the gerbils were moving like, oh, what do we do here? Do we take a shot at this thing right now? It's 4th down. I mean, my God, I can't watch this not go through the uprights. And then, you know what? That's the right thing to do. We're going to kick the kid, and that's what we're doing. And that's what we did. He had a rough snap, and he managed it, and he banged it. And then he banged a couple of great kickoffs down the field. So I was really happy to see that. I'm not saying we're all fixed. I'm just saying, in a big stage, in a big moment, that occurred. That's progress. Anybody else?
Just one. What was the unsportsmanlike penalty call?
That's on me. That was me. I really can't comment on that. Not because I'm trying to cop out on anybody. I just can't comment on officiating. Okay? I'm not happy that I got that penalty. But all I'm trying to do, to be honest with you, is I'm out there competing for my team. I'm not making excuses about it. I shouldn't be getting a penalty. But I'm just telling you that my mindset is I'm fighting for my team. I'm fighting for my team on every play, on everything that happens in that football game. I'm going to fight for my football team. And I want them to know that I'm fighting for them. Okay? And, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm always going to be responsible for that. So that's my fault. It's on me.
Thanks for bringing the players up now.